Alrighty. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Phantom Ice, brought to you by Nostrodamus Corp, a Lancer mini story, told in two parts, what I'm assuming to be now. We'll see how that plays out. But we're currently dealing with a big, heavy, scary pirate mech, and we'll get there in just a moment as I remember to turn on my captions. And I give you a little bit of like the who's who in this whole sort of situation. My name is Ian. My pronouns are he, they. I will be your mech wrangler this session, piloting everything and everyone that isn't the party as they march ever forward to fight bigger and stronger robots. Um, I don't have anything to add beyond the fact that I'm excited for like my first big like boss character. He's a funny little guy, and by funny I mean like three times the size of a regular mech. And little, I mean I lied. I'm gonna pass it over to. Let's do it in reverse. Let's do Lucas first.
Oh, hello, everyone. As I. Oh, are you. Okay, it isn't frozen. All right. Hello, everyone. I am glad to be here bringing you Teddy, whose pronouns are he, him, just like my own. Look at that. I'm slowly piecing together my intro. Yeah, we pilot the mech known as the Segway and are very excited to finally be taking on the big bad Pirate King so that we can find the One Piece and at last be the true kings of space.
All right, we're going around the order. Eve.
Hello, I'm Eve, she, her, and I'm playing Shira Talladega, aka Girl Boss. And I'm just gonna say that she had sudden onset fucking hay fever, much like Eve does. How convenient. So she's gonna sound like a frog and probably cough and sniffle a whole bunch this time.
All right. Frogs aside, Jess.
Hi there, I'm Jess. My pronouns are she, her. I will be playing Nico Mondarino, whose pronouns are she, they, and they go by call sign Rummage, and they are piloting the Mudlark.
Okay, Anna.
Yes, I'm Anna, aka Archival Dust Bunny. Pronouns are she, her, and I play Sadie, whose call sign is Glow, and her mech Boiling Point. She is a disaster lesbian and all-around reactor meltdown connoisseur.
Oh, all right. Melty reactors, the best kind. Thomas.
I'm Thomas, also he, they, piloting Rusty, the chrome machine, being piloted by Wrench, also they, them, and hoping to get through this boss fight without any major disasters.
All right. I love the optimism. We are also Roll20 ambassadors. Now that they have given us the sticker, they can never take it away. I don't actually know how that works.
That's exactly how it works. I told Danny.
Oh man, that's awesome. We're gonna keep killing God. It's gonna be great. But yeah, just to bring us all in, welcome chat, welcome everybody. We're gonna wrap up hopefully this first sort of intro arc of getting the band together, and the next time you see them, they might just be in their new upgraded frames or their new upgraded mechs because we're gonna jump 2 levels because it's a short campaign, so I don't mind. Plus, you only get new frames after you get 2 levels in a certain thing, so we'll figure out what that looks like. But without further ado, I will go to my little pithy monologue that I wrote to start us off. Backs against the wall. Somehow, the world's best mech pilot has returned. I'm kidding. He's not coming back, just like I said. Or maybe I'm reading the next arc's intro. Like a giant egg on your face, the Righteous Bean pirate leader, Nick Roborts, has entered the fray, and he is juiced up with support mech drones. Will this green fighting force of Lancers be able to overcome the odds? Find out literally right now. I believe you all were on the play, and if you have a blue dot next to your name, don't talk to me. Otherwise, would you like to activate?
I think you have to move our map over.
Yeah,
you're right.
we can see the map.
I was so close. I was so smooth. Just a second. We are here in the map. I'm switching to combat music.
Ooh.
Gatekeep will be going last.
All right, Gatekeep is
I
going last.
so I have something I would like to do.
Sure.
When I see Nick Roberts bust onto the scene, I kind of lean out over the roofs a little bit, and I see that just huge mech. And without even looking down at my panels, I like punch something in, and it's like beep beep beep, and I'm like, "Hey, Tori."
You got Tori on the line.
Hey, Tori. Hey. So, you know how you said I was like we were good for an orbital strike?
I mean, yeah. What you need you need some clearance to fire some lasers?
Yeah, I'm gonna send you some coordinates. If you could just blast that right there, right now, that'd be great.
Oh yeah, sure. Give me a if we were abstracting the world into a bunch of a 2D plane, give me a 3x3 cube of or a square of where you'd like me to aim this laser, and I'll get right on it.
Yeah, just right there, right in the middle.
Oh, okay, I'm sort of figuring out what you're going. Is it somewhere around here?
Up
Or
and
maybe
over.
a little bit over there. All right, you got it. By the way, the cool geometric dragon you made looks very nice.
I'm so glad you like it. It's fun to make.
Yeah, you guys go kick some butt out there.
Yeah, we're kicking something. Hold on. Thank you. And I hang up.
All right,
And
and then
I'm
you hear the Call of Duty like orbital strike inbound noise
Orbital
echo
strike
through the speaker.
inbound.
Yeah, exactly, with like that specific accent.
yeah. Let me zoom in. I need to. Gosh, girl boss, you're so little. I don't want to land on you. I think I.
Unless you're aiming to land.
She'll
I
be
don't
fine.
think you will.
Okay. Yeah, I just wanted to try to get behind some kind of cover. Is there any cover because this walkway crashed to the ground?
I mean, there's like, it was mostly like plexiglass or like
Mhm.
fancy space plexiglass. I imagine that's the same stuff that Pyrex cups are made of. So it's pretty thick chunks, but it's not cover. It's just debris.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, that's fine. I'll just run back here behind Rusty, and I'm
got
gonna heal, repair.
Repair.
So that is.
Oh, Rusty is way up there.
I was going to say
By
that
himself.
segue.
No, who did I just?
I'm at-
Where did I go?
But I
Who's
am
I
the
think
that?
you
Segway.
ran behind Segway.
Yeah.
Who
Oh,
gives
I
you
meant
hard
okay.
cover.
Okay,
Yeah.
our icons are so little. Okay, I run and duck behind Segway into his friendship circle.
Yeah.
And I'm going to spend. I know how to do this.
I believe you.
I wrote it down somewhere. I'm gonna do whatever I gotta do to heal up some hit points.
Yeah, you gotta hit the repair button. I believe that takes up your full turn. Did you want to
Yes,
do
yes,
anything
it
in the
does.
protocol?
I think summoning the orbital laser was my protocol.
You got it. All right. So as you kind of take a step back and your mech starts its auto repair processes, we shift over to one of the assaults that is still kind of hanging out there. This one right here activates, and they pop around the corner. And actually, do I have enough to move? I think they only have 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, they run up to you, Boiling Point. They take out. Well, first before they run up to you, they're gonna. Oh, it's a barrage, so it has to be both at the same time. You got it. They're gonna try to combat knife and rifle you. You're taking 4 from the combat knife, and then they're gonna aim their rifle. Does 14
Question.
hit? Yes.
So this is weird squares and all that kind of stuff, but
Yeah.
technically, a range of 2 for the purposes affects all allied characters for my guardian ability, counting as hard cover.
Oh. So let me go ahead and roll 2 difficulty for both of those.
Because technically,
I've already
they're-
rolled 1. Okay, so the
Okay.
first one is -5, going down to 13. Does 13 still hit?
I'm a hacker. Yes, it hits.
Okay, I always make sure. And then the other one is going to get an extra 1, so that brings it down to an 8. Does an 8 hit you?
An 8 still hits.
Oof.
That's
Okay,
right.
so taking 10 total as this assault mech just like rushes in right past Girl Boss and just unloads their heavy assault rifle and brings out their combat knife into your mech's knee joint, and it's a bad time.
Oh, I could really use some help.
All right, that is the assault's turn. Who would like to activate next?
Wrench, if you'd like to go, since you're like in the thick of it.
Yeah, I can see that Aegis is still prone. So I
Yes.
don't. And got that target on it. I don't think that's a bad thing. Not.
Target is a good thing. It's a lock on. You can
Yes.
expend it to give yourself accuracy.
I might. I still need to deal with that burn as well, to be honest. So I should probably get rid of that.
Well, you do it as an engineering check at the end, but you can also do it and repair that turn if you want.
I'll save it till the end. Yeah, I want to deal with that Aegis. So I can't remember. It still gets its own shield. Well,
It has
Okay,
armor on its own, but once you're in,
yeah, once you're in, that's
A
okay.
Gungan bubble.
yeah,
Yes, that's.
yeah, it's it all comes back to
I was thinking Halo.
it's like it all comes back to Star Wars prequels every single time.
I would prefer the Halo shield, but okay.
All the sand.
We're
I
doing
will-
a snow planet, unfortunately. No sand.
Well, that means we can just have pathetic dreams of our old dead friends coming to tell us to go to a swamp planet instead.
Yeah.
Oh, that's true.
I'll use my movement to get up next to the Aegis. Giving me one left. While doing that, I'll try a barrage with my assault
got it.
rifle and my charge blade. We'll see how things go. And so how do I spend? Oh, actually, I don't think I need to. I think I got a nat 20 on the
Oh,
on my assault rifle.
all right. I'm totally fine with you saying you don't spend it. All right, go ahead and so it does have armor, but you can go ahead and let me know how much you're hitting for.
So if I remember rightly, I've got brutal. So when I get a crit,
Ooh,
I do max damage.
heck
don't
yeah!
know.
What's your max damage?
I don't know if that will. Oh, actually, it has. So 6 on the assault rifle,
All right,
And I
6
think-
total.
and I think it doubles because it's a crit, right?
Crit, you roll twice and take the highest, but if you have brutal
So
crit,
if I-
then it's just the max.
So it's 12 then, right?
Do you roll 2 dice for your assault rifle or just one?
I think it's just the one, but then if
Oh,
I get,
then yeah, it's max damage. Unless it
So-
says something different about your crit.
No, I guess it's just 6 then. I thought it
Alright.
was. I thought it was.
If I'm wrong, I'll check right now.
Oh, and also assault rifle's armor piercing.
Oh. I suppose maybe yours has that. That's neat. So, yeah, you deal 6 damage, pretty cleanly ripping through the armor of this Aegis. You said you're doing a barrage, so what else are you hitting with?
My charge blade. So obviously, sort
Oh.
of like dashing in, like
Yeah.
as soon as I get in, taking the shots, and then trying to just give it a stab. It got a 12 to hit.
All right. With a 12, you're definitely hitting this Aegis.
It's not.
They're not hard to hit.
Okay. For 4
Ooh, okay. So-
energy
and you're-
damage.
Oh, so that gets around armor anyway. The Aegis in question is looking real rough. You do have a quick action for free. I don't know if you wanted to roll right through and continue smacking.
Do I have a quick action for free?
I thought you used your core power this.
I did, but it's
Yeah.
not. It's not letting me activate any quick actions on CompCon.
In that case, I will trust the
That's kind of what
CompCon for now.
I will trust in the.
Yeah, we'll trust the CompCon for now. But yeah, that is an Aegis that is not doing that good. Go ahead and roll me an engineering save to see how you do against your burn.
Cool. That's just a D20, yeah?
Yep, plus your engineering.
I have 1 in engineering.
Oh, so
let me just do
we're
that.
moving on up.
Roll 20. I got an 8.
You rolled a d12, so I'm going to let you try that again.
Dang
So
it.
close. That's a shape.
There you go, 16.
Oh, yeah, you're fine. You're cleared from your burn.
Oh, at least there's that.
Yeah, everything kind of... Your systems all begin to cool, and all the fires get put out by your automatic systems. All right. This Aegis, or not Aegis. Actually, yeah, the Aegis is going to get up, use its whole movement to very sadly stand up and kind of right itself like a little turtle. And then a bunch of emojis that look like a bunch of expletives show up on top of its head, and it fires a laser at you, a wrench. 15 is going to hit. You're going to take 3 energy and 2 burn, so 5 total.
5 total. I had... Okay, I have 6 left on my...
You got it.
So I have 1 HP in this current state.
Spooky, spooky. All right, so that is going to be the Aegis's turn, because it can't really do much else since it's been knocked to the ground and such. So who would like to activate next?
Yeah, I'll go. Quick question about Sirenscape. Are there supposed to be 2 tracks playing at once?
Are there 2 tracks playing at once?
Every so often, some like really loud sci-fi sounds like go over the song, and I'm just wondering.
Then I'm gonna try to... I clicked to turn it off, but it's not turning off.
It's the joys of Sirenscape.
Okay, I think I turned it off.
Okay.
Sirenscape thought we needed some sci-fi noises.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I think I had the ambient music playing at the same time, so I turned it off.
All right, so what Teddy is going to do is going to go ahead and start backing up Glow. Do I get any bonuses if I'm like towering over the enemy and just shooting down in a barrel?
Yeah, I'd say if you lean right over it, you ignore any kind of cover or anything.
Okay, that's what I'm gonna do.
Well, you'd be jumping into an alleyway if you go there.
Oh, it's alleyway. Okay, then I'll go.
Yeah, so you can see the 2 buildings. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So what I will do is just go ahead for a good old-fashioned barrage if I can find my CompCon. There it is. Okay. Yeah, do a barrage with my assault rifle and pistol.
You got it.
Here we go. So for the assault rifle, I got an 11.
11 is going to hit.
And for the pistol, I got a 16.
16 is also going to hit. How much damage?
4 from the assault rifle and 1 from the pistol.
Well, that's a start. This assault is looking not great. They're around, I'd say, at half strength as you pummel it with bullets and rip through some of the outer casing and shell.
Oh, jeez! As I'm shooting down there, and I don't think I have any other abilities to go, so...
We got it.
Thanks, Teddy.
Yeah, the assault is looking a little rough. So, Teddy, you went. This assault has not gone. The Aegis is gone. All right, the assault is going to go. And it's going to run up to you, Wrench. Doing Le Barrage. I believe the heavy assault rifle is going to miss, dealing 2. And the knife is going to hit for 4.
Yes, I've obviously lost HP. So I assume I lose 1 structure, yeah?
Yeah, so go ahead and roll on the structure and see what happens.
1d6 per point of structure damage. I roll... I assume that rolled a 1. So direct hit?
Oh, that might not be good.
I don't think that sounds good.
It doesn't sound good at all. Let me find reference. Here's the table I'm looking for. 1 is a direct hit, so I need you to roll again, depending on how much structure you have remaining.
I have 3.
Okay, sorry, you don't have to roll again. The result is based on how much structure you have left. You are stunned until the end of your next turn.
Oh, that's okay. That's not terrible.
Yeah, but you do get like you manage to only like get grazed by the bullets themselves, but then this combat knife, they like twirl it around and just like right into one of the movement servos, and your mech just like seizes up and can't move.
I like to think again the little hands just kind of wiggling around, almost kind of like a insect's legs kicking around.
Oh yeah, 100%. Yeah. Yeah. So, that is the assault. It is Boiling Point's turn. Oh, sorry.
I have
I guess
a blue dot, so I think I've already activated.
Oh, in that
Girl
case,
boss.
it is
Or we
it is
got-
Gatekeep.
You're
Too
muted.
many tabs.
Too many tabs.
So, Gatekeep is currently in murder mode, which by default means that he is going to attack the
Whatever's
most
closest.
dangerous thing on the field.
Yeah.
So rather than self-preservation, he's going to just go ahead and stabilize to reload
Oh.
his howitzer.
Oh, cool.
So yeah, I'm also going to spend a repair to restore my HP since I don't have any burn at the moment.
All right.
Reload all my weapons, and that is all that he is doing.
All right. Top of the round. Well, actually, the new opponents would go now, but before they do, there is a loud beeping and like almost like a sound that like kind of echoes through this like residential area. You are aware that there is a singular old man who ignored the evacuation orders, but thankfully he's very far away from this laser. As the like you see the several beams kind of converge together in one point, targeted directly on top of Nick Roborts and his mech. And you see the little tiny mech head on the Goliath, because the Goliath is very big, but the head is very small. The head kind of looks up, and you hear like a, oh, what is that? And just like a pow! This crashing, arcing beam of light that just like erupts and singes away the Latchbot. This is the repair bot as well. The two assaults were grunt assaults. They were just meant to back him up, but they are gone as well. However, Nick Roborts it does have siege armor, so is able to, at the very least, like weather some of the laser to a point where it's like not too scary. I will roll the damage for it though. He will be taking it half.
It's gonna be like Kaido walking out, scaring
Yeah.
us.
The 2d10 damage.
Ooh.
Yeah.
So we're
No,
looking at
that's a good roll.
16, which is halved by Nick, so he only takes 8. The support bot, not so lucky, takes the full 16 and is crunched.
And I am just hackling over my comms, and I'm just sending Tori like dragon emojis, just like.
Yeah, and you see singed on the ground is like a little like dragon symbol that has been like left there. But for everyone else, you just see like he's kind of standing on top of this like elevated platform. There is a arc, the crackling, the laser that like lunges downward, Ray of God style, and you just see his mech silhouetted among the light, like completely ablaze, but
with the
mostly
cape.
fine. The cape is singed and ripped to shreds, but that like the full mech itself is like left glowing, and none too pleased with this turn of events. As he goes, "Wait, those were all me men, and me women and my non-binary folks, all of them. You're going to pay for this." And with a crunch, 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 he can't really move very far. He's only got a speed of 3, but he doesn't need much. A 1, a 2, a 3. They're like perched on this edge.
So
they're
close to touching that Aegis shield.
Yeah, so close, not quite
So
there.
close.
He is gonna level a shotgun at you, Wrench. Let me just read the shotgun before I actually no. He's gonna do something more fun. He holds up his hand that's still glowing because it's been hit by a laser, and he activates his power knuckle. Oh wait, are you within range? No, that's. I
Hope
don't think
not.
so. I don't think
Is
so.
it wrench in the shield?
Yeah, but it's only for enemies, not allies.
Oh, I thought it was a kind of
You are not
mixed
in
thing.
range. You're not in range of the power knuckle, but you can read that it. Oh, it doesn't show you what the power knuckle does. All right, never mind. You're fine. No power knuckle. He's just gonna do a regular shotgun attack at you. And he's gonna miss.
Yeah.
So it's a threat 3. He's gonna kind of try to like fire off at you from the hip, and is not able to hit you. So then he's gonna use the rest of his action to crunch to boost, and he ends up in the Aegis shield. So I started here. 1, 2, 3. He's now within the Aegis shield. His mech is still glowing. He's looking down at you, Wrench, and he goes, "You're gonna be the first one that I crush. Then we'll see what happens." And then finally the bombard is going to activate. And is going to try to fire a shot at Segway and Boiling Point. 13, so it becomes an 11.
Rude. Yeah.
All right, so you are taking 5 explosive.
No.
And I believe it's a separate roll for each person. So Teddy, you're taking 5 explosive. Wait, Boiling Point gets heavy cover next to you, so even more difficulty. So it's going to be too difficult. Well, no, we'll use the first roll. I don't want to confuse myself. So let me roll another difficulty to see if it misses Boiling Point. So -5 brings it down to an 8 again, which I believe still is going to hit you.
Yeah, and difficulty doesn't stack, so that's the 3 overtakes the 2, so it's a 10 still.
Okay, you got it. 3 overtakes the 2. Interesting. All right, so that's going to be a big explosive, like, shell that like cracks through the air and smashes into this building. Segway, go ahead and give me let's do a hull save. Just to see if you're able to get away, jump off from this building that's about to collapse in on itself.
Hull save. How do I do that?
Should be near the top. If not, it's a D20 plus your hull.
Oh, wait, here we go. Hull 0. Oh. Well, okay.
Well,
here we go. Let's roll this D20. Flat roll, baby.
Woo.
13.
All right, yeah, you're fine. You skid to the ground in this alleyway as the building crumbles to pieces, and you're fine.
Oh, jeez, they're hitting us with those Fast and Furious lasers.
Just FYI, I structured on that hit. Actually, I didn't roll my paint job.
Yes, please. If you have custom paint job, please remember.
Nope. I took a glancing blow, so I'm impaired.
Okay. All right, so we're from the top because that orbital laser was kind enough to clear off most of the teeny weenies, and looks like the rest is up to y'all. Who would like to activate first?
Would anybody mind if I went and saved Gatekeep real quick?
Go save Gatekeep.
Because if I remember right, that guy only needs 2 burn to murder him. So
absolutely, you are even less. It only needs 1.
Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and run down here. I'll make this quick, but also I'm lying because flashback. we see a little blonde child standing next to a road on an old, dirty moon colony, holding the hand of this decrepit old woman with a "fuck you" t-shirt, chomping on a battered old vape. This kid looks down at a robot that had just been hit by a car and is slowly dying in the street. They look up to the woman. "Granny, do robots go to heaven?" And the old woman looks down. "No, robots ain't got souls." We zoom back into Girl Boss's eyes as she looks onto her HUD as she sees Gatekeep's structural integrity suddenly drop, and she immediately wheels around and sprints right back at this Ronin. And I'm going to roll to jump on that bitch.
Sure.
Okay.
Through the power of flashback, I will give you some accuracy.
Oh, well, cool. Well, I rolled a 15 and I rolled a 3 for the accuracy, so 18.
Hey, that's enough. You are on top of this Ronin. You scramble on top and you get into position.
So yeah, like I'm picturing it that Ronin's wheeling back to do another attack. She sprints up across the blade just as it comes down, jumps up. Its heating system's going wild. She stomps a foot into the back of it and she starts pumping rounds into the cooling system.
Yeah. So as you do so, the entire mech starts to glow a little bit, and most of its like internal like tiny circuitry just melts from the heat. So it just collapses into like a pile of limbs and like the cockpit only. And the cockpit appears to be sealed shut with the person inside, and they're like banging on the door, but they can't get out. Don't worry, their favorite music is playing, and they have some water in there though.
Air conditioner's on.
Yeah, air
That's
conditioner's
good.
on. Air conditioner is not on, but everything else is fine.
They can live
warm
forever
here.
and life is meaningless, so.
Yeah. You know the Gatekeep can't like show gratitude because it's being piloted by a basic AI, but like there's like a kinship there. You're really connected to your mech, and there's
It's
you like
it's,
in
it's
the
like
reflections.
A Roomba.
Yeah, like it's a Roomba that you care about, a Doomba, if you will.
And since that's melting down, I'm just gonna go ahead and step onto Gatekeep.
Yeah, you got it. And then you did use all your turn last time to do big repairs and stuff, so
Yeah.
Gatekeep. And all right, up next is, I guess, any one of my mechs will do, except for the Ronin. That guy's gone. The Bombard is going to. Actually, the Bombard would have hit the Assault too. So let me go ahead and give him 5 damage. All these little health bars make it hard to see where everybody is. I will say the Bombard is going to reload and do the whole thing again. You see them in their little gamer chair, kind of rotating everything, like the camera zooms in. And you can see their little OmniNet tablet. They're like chatting with a friend and something. He's like, yeah, the pirate attack is going pretty well, but these new Lancers are really kicking butt. So it's a struggle, but we're gonna make it, right? And I'll definitely be home for dinner. And with that, they fire another Bombard at Segway and Boiling Point, which is going to miss. It flies wide and explodes.
Oh, thank goodness.
And he kind of does the sad gamer thing where it's like, I missed, and he smacks the console, and the console freezes up a little bit. All right. So I say the sad gamer thing like I don't do the same thing whenever I lose a game of of Marvel Snap. Regardless of my poor ability to handle failure aside, who would like to activate next?
Ooh.
If
I could go and run up and try to help Wrench.
Yeah, I would like
that
to.
is a
Obviously,
good
I'm
idea.
stunned,
Wrench
Yeah.
is
so I
stunned.
can't really.
sure.
Yeah, so like the laser came down and I was like, yeah. Mudlark's little mismatched chunky arms were like, woo. And then I see these two just like wailing on Wrench, and I'm like, Wrench, I'm coming. And I will. I think I can get within range of my long range stuff. So it's like
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4.
It does have the shield
5,
up, but
6,
you can still
7,
hit with like
8.
stuff with reliable and everything.
Yeah, I should probably stay on the roof though. Is this
Oh,
an
yeah.
alley? No, that's the alley. Okay.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Yeah, and I do that, and I will. Okay, I will try to attack. It's not showing me what this one closest to me is.
The one closest to you, on the backside of Wrench, is an assault.
Yes, I'm going to go for that guy, and I'm going to barrage him because he's in range. Barrage and assault rifle, and let's go. And I just like charge up my cannon, and I'm on the roof, and I just launch it right at him.
Sure.
And 1.
So you do have +2 difficulty for these because of the shield, and they cannot crit.
Okay.
But
Um.
odds are you're still going to deal some damage. So.
Okay, I rolled an 8.
8 is going to... for who? The assault?
Yeah, the one closest to me.
All right, let's see.
I know he's like in the bubble.
You got it. The assault, 8 is going to hit. Just barely.
Great. Takes all of 3 damage.
Oh boy.
With my big hit, and then I get some shots off on my assault rifle, and I'm gonna hit him again, just like right up the back. And let's see what I got. That was a 7.
7 is gonna miss. That's
Okay.
just out of range.
But I think my assault rifle has reliable.
It does. So you deal 2 anyway, and the
Yeah.
assault armor chunks a little bit, but you are helping out. You're dealing
Yes.
some good chunk damage.
And it's just to Ridge. It's just that familiar, like, just like screeching.
Love this anime friendship they have going on.
Yeah.
Where one's
It's-
like,
it's-
I need to
really-
fix all your stuff. You make me so angry. And the other one, I'll be right there. I gotta save you.
I'll be right there.
I
I'm
gotta
gonna
save you. It's very. I'll figure out a comparison soon. I really thought my
anyone
brain was
but
gonna be
Mark Loud.
faster.
Anyone but Mark.
I don't want to owe you a favor.
I don't need this. Literally, totally fine being pushed around by all these other mechs. It's like, no.
The smoke clears from like those hits, and you're like, anybody, but
Hey, buddy.
I'm like,
please.
So the Goliath, interestingly enough, can't really fit past his allies in this alleyway. It kind of has to squeeze. So you just hear like crunch, crunch, ripping
Oh,
through
the
parts of buildings.
Grinding of metal. Ugh.
They should design these streets for slightly bigger mechs. And he's going to use... so Captain Nick Roborts is going to activate. Is going to use Power Knuckle. Go ahead and make a hull save, Wrench. I believe because you're stunned, you have disadvantage. Or you have difficulty.
Oh, that sucks. But I do have 1 point in hull.
Yeah,
So-
let me go ahead and check real quick before I forget. So you are stunned.
Auto fail.
Auto fail. Oh, boo!
That's
Not
the
even
worst.
close. So yeah, this isn't doing. You're gonna take 4 kinetic damage, and you're gonna be flung bodily out of the shield, 5 spaces directly away. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And the way this looks, you see one of the hands of the mech is just a big fist, and it starts to do that thing where the fist coils in on itself, kind of like I'll use One Piece as like when Luffy does the barreling like thing, or like a pile bunker. If you're familiar with mechs that use pile bunkers, this isn't necessarily a pile bunker. There are lancers that have those, but it does load up the fist and fire like this massive chunk of metal tied to a chain in the fist form, and just slams Wrench out of the shield bodily as you take 4 kinetic damage and get knocked prone.
Ugh. I'm doing great.
Yeah, and he has a big laugh, like and he's gonna use crush targeting, targeting Mudlart.
No.
So you are within line of sight and sensors. You have +3 difficulty attacking anybody except Nick Roborts until the start of the Goliath's next turn.
Okay.
But
Opposite
that-
of the problem.
Yeah. So, but yeah, you know, it's
Focus
a big
fire.
guy. Yeah, focus the big guy, not the little guys that are protecting the big guy.
Okay.
That's what a Goliath does. That is its turn because it can't make it past its own Aegis buddy because it's the alleyway is too cramped.
It's like, sorry, boss, I'll move. Give me a minute.
It can't move. It's using the shield.
I think he hits me with that effect, and it's like everything else kind of fades out around it, and I can only see his mech, and I'm like, that's a big boy.
Yeah.
Lots of
Big
bits.
boy, very tiny head. All right, so that is Nick Roborts' turn. The Mean Bean is his mech's name. Up next is whoever would like to activate.
I could try to take out this mech in front of Glow
Oh yeah,
to
good
clear
choice.
the way so that they can go help out up there.
Yeah, all things considered, you're fine. There's only like 5 left, and most of them are half health
All right.
or less.
Teddy is once more. He did a sweet like sliding down. He was really surprised that he did not fall over, and so he's gonna go ahead for a barrage. He felt really confident last time. He used that charge blade and had a really good moment. So he's gonna go ahead with that again. with his... Can I also do the assault rifle? It says I can.
Yeah, you're barraging, so sounds pretty good.
All right, that's a cool image in my head. For the assault rifle, I got a 7 to hit.
7 is going to miss.
So that's just the 2 then for the...
Just 2. Assaults have armor, which I've been keeping track of, so it's just going to take 1.
Okay. And then for the charge blade, it's a 9.
Oh, 9 does hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
So that is 6 energy damage.
I don't know what's going on with your rolls today, Segway. You fire off the shots from your assault rifle that like ping across like the front of this mech, this assault mech in front of you, and like they're temporarily blinded. And in that brief moment, you once again take out the charge blade, and you're just standing where you were before with your sword out, but the assault mech is just crumpled to the ground.
What? How did that happen? This is fun.
It looks like looks very composed on the outside with the mech as like they let go of the blade. Inside that cockpit, Teddy is just covered in sweat. Is oh my, okay, that worked. Okay,
It'd be really funny if it after the time skip you're doing like a full melee like ripping people to shreds build.
Oh, so good.
Yeah, so you've discovered a secret talent for using a charge blade to rip other mechs to shreds.
Who'd have
Thanks,
thought?
Teddy. You saved me.
You got it. I'm going to use my 4 movement to get up here. Let's see.
Yeah.
1,
Clamber
2,
on.
3, 4. To try to offer some defense to those two who are just getting ripped
Heck yeah. They have some cover now. It's awesome.
Don't worry about it. I'm doing great down here. I got him. I got him. Right
I got
where
him.
I want him.
Like you got there's like an indent on your mech that is shaped like a fist.
Wrench, looks like you're almost caved in there, so we're just gonna pop on up here. Excuse me.
Even though I'm stunned, I do like to think the manipulators do really try and just give a thumbs up. Just like, I got this. I'm doing good.
You briefly get a thumbs up from your mech down before all your fingers start to like do like this.
Yeah. Just like,
you accidentally do some Naruto jutsus while you're going. It's great. All right, so up next is going to be the assault. Given that your evasion is 5 when you were stunned, it's probably going to be pretty easy for this assault to shoot you. They're not going to leave the shield though. They're pretty comfortable here. But they are going to move slightly to like, in case Nick Robort's like clambers onto a building, which, given its massive size, will take like its whole turn. Is going to fire off the assault rifle at you, Wrench. 16 is going to hit your 5. You take 6 kinetic damage.
That's fine.
That is the assault's turn. Who would like to pop in next? I believe we have Boiling Point and Gatekeep.
I mean, I can go next. You're muted.
Do you want to go and do all your crazy hacking shit, or do you want me to try to blow shit up?
I mean, I can go. I'm going to be spending this turn setting up my next turn, essentially.
That's pretty much what I'm going to be doing with like just a couple of random fires, just to get shit going.
Yeah. Okay, I'll go ahead and go.
Yeah.
Okay, first quick action. I'm going to deploy a drone.
Oh, all right.
I'm dropping it.
Yeah.
Dropping it.
You should be able to drag and drop your.
Okay.
There should be a turret drag and drop character that you
Yes.
can access.
Where do I want to put it?
Oh yeah. So,
Put it.
um,
I'm actually gonna put it up here.
sounds good. So yeah, it lands on top of the roof, and more importantly, inside of the Aegis shield.
It auto hits anyway, so it doesn't.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter.
Ah. There's a brief moment where it slows down as it's deploying, kind of like moving through Jello, and then it keeps going through and plops.
I get that. And then I will quick action invade.
Ooh. All right. Who is being invaded?
I'll go with the big guy. You're catching up on Capcom, quick attack, invade. I have 2 difficulty.
Yep. You're impaired.
Then 3 difficulty then, with the
Ah.
Aegis shield.
Ah. Yes. I'm making sure the Aegis shield does what I think it does.
I think it gets 2
Yeah,
difficulty.
and tech attacks, yes.
Well, even with difficulty, that is a 9.
Heck yeah. That's enough, because the E defense for the Goliath is not very high. So you get a free scan, right?
I do get a free scan.
All right, here's Nick Roborts' mech's stats. Run-of-the-mill Goliath. Very, very big, very chunky. Lots of HP, which thankfully you've taken a good chunk out of. Low speed, but its size is huge. It helps other mechs around it by being so big. It has siege armor and all that junk.
Yeah, I see some good news in those stats.
Yeah, look, the E
so this
defense
does-
is 6. It's very easy to hack a Goliath.
Yeah, and heat cap is only 8. He's taken 4 heat on this.
Oh no!
Fragment signal.
Ooh!
And he's impaired and slowed until the end of their next turn.
He cannot be impaired or slowed within the Aegis shield.
That's fine. He takes 4 heat. It's
He
gonna
can't
hurt
stop
next
the heat.
turn.
Yeah, no, he can't stop that.
We're gonna see how well he handles his reactor next turn.
Interesting. Yeah, we'll see how that goes.
That's my turn.
That's actually like, oh no, you found the weakness for my giant hard to kill mech. It's that he's very easy to hack.
It's got a bad AC in there.
Yeah, no, it's all crunchy metal bits inside. Yeah.
The secret is nearly everybody's weakness is the nuclear bomb they are sitting on as they pilot their mech.
Yeah, no, things really went downhill in space after they legalized nuclear bombs. Let's fire some lasers as the Aegis is going to activate and hit wrench. Take 3 energy and 2 burn.
Well, that's
Oh
another
wait, there is
structure.
he does have
Oh.
a hard cover with me in this area.
Oh, you're right. So with difficulty, that goes down to 4, which is below your 5.
I
It
just kind of
misses.
drag him out of the way a little bit.
Just drag.
Yeah.
Come on.
Oh man, I love how you're all working as a unit. It's all coming together. I believe that's all my mechs because you blew up my Ronin. So up next is Gatekeep.
Yeah, I am going to. What Gatekeep's going to do is, Girl Boss is going to direct him to start running forward and get her closer. So 1, 2, 3, 4, then free action to boost. 1,
Got it.
2, 3, 4, and then I'm going to use a partial action to boost again.
Heck
Wait,
yeah.
am I able to boost multiple times in a turn?
You can boost once on your regular and then a free one with your free quick, but you
Cool.
cannot do it 3 times.
So yeah, that's all I need to do to just get up here and stomp on that witch for some cover.
Yeah.
Then
I mean, yeah, you're around the corner, so you have some cover anyway.
since I still have 1 half action to go, I guess I'm just going to go ahead and skirmish
Sure.
with my mortar, and
got it.
just
Who are
try
you
to
aiming at?
tag all 3 of them.
Oh, yeah. So the 2 others have hard cover because they are next to him. He has the same ability as the Segway.
Gotcha.
And he also has siege armor, which means he has resistance from all damage that originates outside of range 3.
Okay, well, the dice rolled really, really bad.
Oh no.
And since I've got a bunch of difficulty on top of that,
Yeah.
my attack roll has totaled out to 1.
Ah, well. So weirdly enough, it doesn't even penetrate the Aegis shield. Can you? Was that? Oh, it was thunder.
Yeah, I
Oh,
rolled
Florida.
a 6, and I don't even know how many difficulty I had.
I think you
was-
have 3 right now.
Yeah, so and then the difficulty that I rolled was a
Yeah.
5.
Oh, okay, yeah. So
So,
not super
Yeah,
great.
no, it just kind of deflects off the shield. That's
Yeah, so,
fine.
yeah,
That's all
shoots
she needed to
upward.
do is get up there.
Pings off of the Aegis shield, and you are fine. All right. So top of the round, who would like to activate first? Oh, sorry, Wrench. You would go next, and you would
Yeah.
clear your stun, and that would be your whole turn.
Sure.
You wouldn't be able to do anything else because it's until the end of your turn.
Just a note, anyone, I have spotter, so anyone within 2 spaces of me who targets the Aegis with that lock on and consumes it, you get to roll with advantage. So you roll twice and choose the best.
Wow. This game very rarely gives advantage. That's neat.
Teddy's here
Yeah,
for support.
Spotter's a great ability.
Heck yeah.
If people are okay with it, I would like to go next because I think I can blow.
Please.
Yeah, go ahead and
This
melt down
reactor.
that
Oh, that's
Melt
so
him.
funny.
Melt him.
Just melt him.
Yeah.
So funny.
Surprise, surprise. I'm going to. I'll just do a full tech just in case I missed the first time.
Oh, absolutely.
Um,
Thankfully, the Aegis shield gives it 2 difficulty.
okay.
But 6 is really easy to hit, so I'm not exactly...
Yeah. And I have a +2 for tech attacks.
Oh, no.
Let's see what that looks like. With 2 difficulty, that's still a 12,
Oh, yeah, you're hitting.
which is great. That's going to be a system crusher. He takes 6 heat, and if he exceeds his heat cap because of that, he takes 4 burn as well,
Ah, well,
which I know he does.
you sure know he does. And I gave Nick Roborts a regular 1 structure because this is his... Not his, like,
This will
top
be
tier mech.
stress.
This is his forward
Not
assault
structure.
mech. Ah, okay. You're right. This would be
But I think I
stress.
saw max reactor is still 0.
Yeah, max reactor is 1. It's whatever. It's the same as structure for these
Yeah,
tier
so
ones.
I,
So yeah.
Working on 3 different monitors, I hack into his reactor, and just without even doing anything fancy, just do the drop down menu and hit meltdown.
So because Nick Roborts is not exactly the sharpest tool in the shed, besides being like a competent space pirate captain, you see on his screen, it just shows a little like pixelated version of Boiling Point walking along like a green field and walks up to like the little thing at the end of a Sonic level, and Boiling Point just jumps onto it and it explodes and all the animals fly out. And then like that picture changes into like a warning, reactor unstable. And the Mean Bean, tier 1 at the very least, he's got other mechs, but this is his like forward operating one, just starts to its reactor overheats and its entire system locks out, and it just becomes a very large chunk of metal that is completely blocking this road, as it appears that Nick Roborts is both out of commission and like locked inside of his mech.
Well, that was easy. Second.
Set you up for that.
From the hole in the ground that you're in.
Set you up for that one.
Yeah,
So much confidence in Wrench.
You're welcome.
every time we cut to Wrench, the injuries are like worse because of the continuity errors. Like at first it's just the punch sign, and then like Wrench is on the ground and looks like Yamcha,
Yep.
and it just looks worse and worse each time.
Second, quick tack. I will invade the Aegis.
Oh, sick.
That's with 2 difficulty. Roll double ones of that difficulty. That's still a 20.
Hey.
Crits don't matter on tech attacks, but
It's still stylish.
I will. I'm guessing. I think I can knock them. In the past, we've been able to move the Aegis, right?
Yeah, the Aegis keeps the shield if it's moved without consent, so to speak. So, like, yeah, you were able to, like, knock it off the building because it used to be on the building.
Okay, yeah. Then I will balance control lockout. I'm gonna pull it 2 spaces towards us
Heck yeah.
to get it closer so we can hit it.
Too.
I should
yeah.
put Girl Boss inside of the shield. So
Yeah,
difficulty
Girl Boss
no
is
longer
within the
matters.
shield.
And it takes 2 heat, and it falls prone.
So it like gets its movement systems activate, but when it's in shield mode, it's not supposed to do that. So it immediately tumbles over its legs and lands on its back again like a turtle. Yeah. Good stuff. Excellent, excellent starting point. As you can see, Nick Roborts is on the all chat to his mechs. Like, I can't move my mech. This is a real rough one, guys. I think we may have overextended a little bit. I will say, no shame in escaping. I have pretty competent sleeve maker. If you guys need to get out of here, I do have oh geez, I left my my little cyanide capsule with a little pirate logo at home. Oh, this is embarrassing. I'm probably gonna get captured, aren't I? You should get out of here, guys. And the bombard is going to activate and goes, oh, okay. I mean, did say I wanted to make it home for dinner. And is going to boost for its turn. So it goes 1, 2, 3, and then another 1, 2, and then starts to clamber over the support. Yeah, so the bombard is heading towards their escape ship.
You want me to blow these guys up real quick?
Teddy's typing GG, like trying to type. Still got his big gloves
Like
on.
you just see the bombard like close up its like cannon and just start to scuttle away.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and just barrage them real quick with my howitzer and
Hell yeah.
whatnot. There we go.
Ba-ba-da-ba.
So howitzer and mortar tagging both of these guys.
Heck yeah.
Why are my rolls so fucking bad?
It's you used all your cool points last session with your successful jockeying.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, I rolled a 5 and a 4
Oh,
from fucking point blank range. What the
Jeez.
fuck?
all right.
Oh, wait. That guy does have that targeting thing.
Yeah, the lock on. You can burn it and give yourself advantage with spotter.
Yeah.
Wait, no, I don't think
Too
you're close
far,
enough
yeah.
to segue too far. I
No,
lied.
it's
You could
Accuracy.
move. You could
Yeah.
back up and get
could
closer.
back
Well,
up.
then,
Well,
then
no,
I
but
would
then
be
you won't
out
be
of
in
the
the shield.
thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you could
It's
burn
not
it for an
good.
accuracy,
Yeah, you can burn it to
which might be enough to bump
give
you up.
yourself an extra 6.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and do that because they're probably
Sure.
gonna bounce anyways.
The Aegis probably can't. It's too low movement. They're probably going to surrender if everybody else leaves. So yeah, let's see how you do.
Well, one of them I got an accuracy of 1.
Oh,
The other one I got an accuracy of 1.
oh,
Oof.
So, oh no.
yeah. All right, this assault is going to activate. Use 2 of its movement to get on here, 3, and then 4. And then it's going to
Robots
boost.
can go hop on
1,
them.
2, 3, 4. Yeah, these guys are trying to escape. So that's their go. Who would like to activate next?
Can't just go jump on them. I'm just
What do
gonna
you
go
mean?
jump on.
Yeah, you can
the
jump on
Aegis.
the Aegis, and if you succeed, you would be able to defeat it completely.
Yeah, I'm just gonna do that real quick if y'all don't mind.
Go
Sure.
for it.
Okay.
3 successful jockeyings. This will never happen again.
I love that Girl Boss isn't even in Gatekeep. You're like riding on the back of it, like he's
Yeah.
a orca or something.
And Ian's like, my
That's
new
a
mech, the fly
14.
swatter.
My new mech that targets people specifically. It's real mean that way.
It's a corporate mech.
Of course. These are all, well, I mean, these are pirate mechs. You'll meet some corporate mechs at some point, I'm sure. They come in assembly line gray.
Oh, fun.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, I rolled a 14.
Yeah. 14? That's good enough to hit. Yeah, you jockey onto this Aegis.
Yeah, but I'm just gonna start shooting it.
Sure.
Just pumping those shotgun rounds into that weird little bubble on his back.
How much damage is it normally?
It's 4.
4. Ah, well, let me check real quick.
If that's not enough, my turret will pop off another 3.
Oh, in that case, between the turret and the shotgun blasts, there's a fun thing where you kind of like both fire at the same time, and they kind of cross streams, and they shoot out from both sides of the bubble, and the Aegis topples to the ground, defeated.
Sick.
Woo! I will say, for the purposes of brevity, combat is over, you can chase down the other two if you'd like. But I will not hold it against you if we want to just move forward.
I don't think I will. I probably wouldn't.
Yeah, and they're gonna get captured by the security forces anyway.
They're fleeing.
We did our job.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. A big victory achieved screen pops up,
Cool.
and you hear Captain Corsican through the comm systems. It looks like you've all successfully repelled Nick Roborts and his band of bandits, as it were. And even better, you've captured Nick Roborts inside of his sort of melting mech. So this is going to look great for everyone involved. Y'all come on back now.
I do jump down and I like pull Rusty out of the divot in the ground. It's just like, good job holding him off.
Yeah. All planned. All part of the plan.
Obviously.
Yeah.
I use whoa, that's loud.
Whoa.
Sorry, lowering it.
I use one of those little like handheld 3D printers, and I print a get well soon card, and I bring it over to Shira. Oh, sorry about gatekeep there. I understand there's a little bit of damage, but hopefully everything's all right.
I'm sorry. Coughing up a lung here. I'm so worried, but I think he'll be fine. I think he's going to pull through.
She needs the liquids, probably a little bit of rest. You know how it is.
Plenty of oil,
Yeah.
plenty of hugs and kisses. We'll plug him into a charge port tonight. We're gonna leave him there all night.
Oh, they're all on the walls everywhere, so you should be all right.
Sorry, I'm having a hard time talking.
Oh, you're good. We can move the scene.
Somebody
No
take over.
worries.
Shira's
for a minute
emotional.
while I
Yeah.
if not while I cough and hack and whatever.
You got it. Let's see. Before I forget, who had the Impress Cheryl side quest?
That was me.
That was you. Do you feel like you impressed Cheryl?
I mean, initially, I think.
Okay, yeah.
I feel
was
like
gonna
I
say.
You're very brave.
maybe went downhill near the end.
I think, yeah. I think if it's 50-50, you can just roll d20, and if it's 10 or above, I'll say impressed. If it's what's the word? If it's a 9 or below, not impressed.
I'm scared now.
Yeah, and I will give you an accuracy because you did rush headlong into danger and do some cool stuff before you got flung bodily far away from everything.
Yeah, so
Before you got Yamcha punched.
20 plus 1d6.
Hey.
Yeah, there you go. 18.
All right. Yeah.
They missed the second
So-
half. They had to go to the washroom.
Yeah, so yeah, conveniently enough, Cheryl had to step out and did not see you get Yamcha punched into a crater. So just saw you run up to a objectively massive mech and try to take a stand. So very cool.
And
Cheryl,
then came back, and the mech was destroyed.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's like movie
I totally
magic.
did that.
So Cheryl might be accompanying you on future missions as a mechanic and like support staff.
Cool.
Teddy, you receive something on the OmniNet.
Oh.
It is a reward from Dr. Farts, who was watching the whole thing with apparently was showing like sent the holovid over to the class, and the class all cheered when they watched you take out a bunch of Ronins. So give me 1 second while I pull up my random tables, and we'll roll for you what you get from Dr. Ferns.
Yeah, bag of marshmallows from Earth.
You know what? You could just have that. That one's just, you can just have that because I like that. Let's see. So this will be for your next mission. This is just something that they got for you. Actually, you know what? How about this, Lucas? You roll me a d20.
You got it. 5.
5. You get let's see. Cool. You get an extra core battery.
Oh,
It's an extra battery that allows you a second use of your mech's core system,
That's
Ooh.
very
which is
helpful.
very good for your
Very
mech
good.
specifically
Yeah.
because you want to use it more than once.
That's great.
That actually kept you all in the fight way longer than you needed to. So
Wow.
Oh wow! Did you get this from Space Costco? That's so nice.
you see in the bottom of the email, or the I don't know, like the OmniNet message, just like, and remember, do not speak of the mall unless you're sure who you're talking to is someone you can trust.
I forward them some coupons from the mall,
Um,
like not knowing
Dr.
what they're talking
Farnes.
about.
Yeah, Dr. Franz does not get it and is like, thanks for the coupons. I appreciate this.
And
I really like to be able to get my toiletries 2 for 1.
I also then forward this email to my spouse and daughter and be like, check it out. I did a little bit of impressing people, if I don't say it, and check out this battery. They must have got a pretty good sale on that, eh? Anyways, uploading a few of the videos for you and the kiddo to watch as I cut down a bunch of mechs. It was pretty neat.
All right. So, is
Watch
there any
Daddy
other...
murder some people.
You just tell them they're still alive in there somewhere.
They're sleeping.
A good chunk of them did survive. Like their mechs were not ripped to shreds.
Remember, I always cut them in half at the waist, so technically the cockpit was fine.
Yeah, and I've already mentioned like a few of them, like their limbs fell off and they just collapsed as like an immobile cockpit. Nick Roborts, you see him being taken out of the mech as like everything is winding down and his forces are retreating. He's likely going to get ransomed back to his pirates for a hefty sum, and they're going to have to spend a lot of time rebuilding their forces because it's going to set them back a good amount of money. Or maybe they'll keep him a little longer. Who knows? He is a pretty dangerous pirate. Regardless, as he's being taken out, he does not look like cartoon Eggman. He looks like just a really, really lanky guy with like a very long handlebar mustache, and he has a full head of hair. So even the bald part was fake.
He faked a bald spot in his hair.
Disappointing.
Yeah, no, real poser, this guy.
I love that.
Yeah, so you're all set as you are brought back onto the bridge of the Lucy station. You can see all the yellow and orange mist below. Everything is starting to calm down. Repair mechs are being sent out. Some drones are whizzing by the windows and everything. And Captain Corsican is looking at you all pretty pleased. I will say I thought you were all just a little bit weird and that you were going to die in a fiery explosion. But you have exceeded my expectations.
Cool.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Sheriff gets a selfie with them.
He does the face of someone who doesn't quite get it, and is just like
Yeah, just
does
that
a little
like
thumbs
slack
up.
jaw, like
Yeah, like I'm here in this photo. Like yeah.
Me and my first Snapchat. I'm not joking.
So I've decided for my own notes, and I know Lucas has been naming the episodes in a fantastic pattern. For my notes, fourth session is branded Cyanide, but we'll move. We still have some session left, so not to worry. Yeah. So
I don't remember.
as you
what I
wrap
named
up,
them.
you had some good ones. As you start to wrap up, your mechs get like set for full repairs and everything. You see Captain Corsican has like forwarded you all an attachment, and it's a lot of lucrative mercenary contracts with low security, like recently re-upped colony worlds that are desperately in need of some security forces of any kind because of local wildlife or pirates or whatever. There's one that sticks out to all of you, and I'm going to say because this is a short campaign, this is the direction that I'm going to pivot you all towards so that we can do the bisexual lighting planet, or moon. You see that there is a moon that is outside of a gas giant that has they unearthed some like old colony structures there, but have like over the last where are my physically written notes? I put the timeline together. Around 5 years ago, they reset a colony there, and it's been fairly successful up until pretty recently. Around 6 or so months ago, there started to be attacks from strange lancers that are like unaffiliated, alongside some disturbances with local wildlife. And because these are not just like regular pirates or, like regular alien creatures that are like out for blood or out for mech parts, this is actually like a pretty hefty contract with a multiple slots, basically. When you get grant funding, there's different people all coming for the same grant, sort of thing. There are other mercenary teams that are currently on this moon that are helping with security staff, but they are willing to take on at least 3 or 4, and there's already 2 there. So out of all the other ones, this one looks to be the one that would probably provide you the most resources and give you the most cachet among like mercenary circles. And this is going to be, I wrote things down. Hello? Don't tell me that information is erased. I know it's there. Okay, there it is. This is going to be, the moon is called Marker, and the gas giant is called Neos. Marker is a subcradle-sized ice moon of the gas giant of Neos. It boasts a breathable atmosphere, strong magnetic field, all while being in a fast enough orbit around Neos to maintain a day and night system. So the day system, the sun can actually be seen filtered through the haze of the gas giant, and it creates like a surreal kind of glittering quality. And then at night, it looks like an aurora, like all the time. And it's night more often than it's day. So yeah, it's been resettled for 5 or so years by one Wrigley Onset Bones. He, they pronouns, if that is relevant. I don't know if you're going to meet Wrigley because Wrigley's currently off-world. But regardless, the contract is in place, and there is a governor, so to speak, of all the different like little colonies. So you get a whole profile on this place. And it seems to be an interesting enough spot to like start things off. But between that time period and now, obviously, there's going to be time for rest, relaxation, prep, whatever it is that you want to work towards. Is anyone interested in courting one of the main companies for mechs? Because this first mission would have reached other people, and you might like receive some communications, so to speak, from one of the 4 big manufacturers of mechs.
Like we're trying to get a sponsorship?
That's what levels are in this game, basically. You get the license for a certain part of a mech, and then eventually the whole mech itself.
Which corporation has the Saladin?
Saladin? That's a good question. My brain says Harrison, but I want to check. Because I don't have a good memory. Frames. Saladin is... I think I was right. It was Harrison. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's Harrison Armory.
Okay. I like to think that I have like an old mall security buddy who passed his exam and made it into Harrison, and I'll hit them up on a call when I can.
Yeah. What is this mall security buddy like?
Very much the person who spent too much of their life at sports bars commenting on space sports and eating copious amounts of mixed nuts in those little bowls. And now they hit that point in their life where they're like, oh no, I didn't do anything. And so now they're trying to do something at Harrison. Okay,
cool. So peaked in their early 20s. He's doing great.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you reach out to Chadworth and kind of picks up on the line. Yeah. Is this... Oh my god. Teddy, hey. How's it going? Just doing very, very important space stuff out here. How's it going?
Oh yeah. Doing some space stuffs out here. Just cut down a few mechs with the sword, do like to say. You could check out my my space tube.
I've done that.
Yeah.
And he just kind of like filters out a little bit. Yeah, I've done that too, but that's really cool.
Have you? I thought you got a little bit of motion sickness doing that there piloting.
Oh yeah, that's I don't pilot the flying mechs anymore.
Oh yeah. Just on the ground then, eh?
Yeah, no, that was real rough in there. I didn't install the right filtration system. It was really embarrassing. I mean, I totally nailed it on the mission anyway.
Hey, Hayes, you know who you're talking to? You know, I always got you that extra bit of nachos when you're not feeling too good. I'm here for you, bud. Don't you worry about me.
You're good people, Teddy. You're good people.
Oh yeah. Hey, so want a favor to ask about you. I know you've been posting on LinkedIn. Amazing they haven't changed their name in a few thousand years, but I know you're posting on LinkedIn trying to find some good old mechs out there, some keeping their the good views out, and you wanna, people blowing stuff up. I've been doing that a decent amount lately, so I wonder if I could get one of them their sponsors.
Oh, you want a Harrison sponsorship?
Oh yeah. I was looking at a few of these here things, and I'm just thinking to myself, oh buddy, I bet I could do some good work with that, and look good too.
Okay. Shoot. Just forward me a video of your combat performance, and I'll reach out to some guys, see if we can get you set up with some nice Harrison tech.
All right, gonna send you a link and a few coupons that I managed to nab just a little bit ago.
I don't understand how you're so good at finding those.
Listen, you gotta look for the deals. Me and the spouse and the kiddo were saving up for a house, trying to get planet side, trying to, get away from the stations. Gonna try growing the family a bit more. You know what I'm saying?
Oh man, that's really awesome. I miss my wife.
Have you tried giving a call? I can't just keep waiting.
You're right, Teddy. Yeah.
Be that person they fell in love with. I know you're in there. Just gotta give a little ring, all right?
Yeah, I should call.
All right. Well, I'm gonna send you those there links and coupons, and you take care of yourself. Cut down a little bit on the mixed nuts there. Maybe try to have some of their 3D printed veggies.
Yeah, you're good people, Teddy. Good people. I'm gonna hang up. There's dust in my eyes. I was moving a lot of dusty furniture.
It's dusty in space. Yeah. Have a good one, and hang up.
All right. So you'll be receiving a fun little corporate welcome packet about how to expand the burgeoning Imperial Corpo state through the mighty galactic might of the Harrison Armory. Everybody's favorite for big, blocky, punchy mechs.
Oh, I like the font. That's nice.
Oh. Yeah, it's a real long contract, but it looks like after a little bit you'll be able to get set up. Does anyone have any little scenes or any contacts they would like to try to make with different corps?
I did definitely, after I pulled Rusty out of the battlefield, I ran back and I picked up as many just discarded chunks of other mechs as I could carry back to the hangar. So when we get that offer email, I'm lying in a nest of robot parts that I was taking apart, and I'm flipping through on my little OmniNet pad, and I'm boring. Ooh, moon and a gas giant. And I'm probably getting it at the same time everyone's getting it, but I take a snip of it and I send it to our group chat with just so many eyes emojis.
There's a bunch of really nice still images of how the space at night looks, and it's like a explosion of color. It's nuts. It looks a lot like the background behind me, but with a lot more ribbons of light.
It's just me typing we should go.
Yeah.
Thumbs up.
Simplest reaction.
Yeah.
What's another alien planet?
Sadie, you would recognize this planet as having a pretty interesting, you in your circles, right, with botany and everything. You know that they have a pretty interesting set of a lot of their approximations of flora actually grow underground. So there's a lot of specific farmland that is grows pretty effectively underground. Something about the soil kind of refracting light, and the way that the plants have evolved on that moon. So it's not famous, but it's a little oddity or a curiosity that people in your field would have been oh, marker's really neat for studying underground plants.
I think Sadie starts to type that out and the group chat like, oh, this planet is known for this, and then stops. It's like no, I need them to think I'm cool, and then deletes.
No,
Oh.
that's precious. I love it.
But yeah, Wrench will definitely be looking at trying to get IPS North Star's attention.
Ooh, alrighty.
I want that Lancaster.
So, your friend in an unfriendly sea. You see like a fun little like corporate video start to play. So if Harrison Armory is like big corporate punchy crunchy geometric mechs, ISP North Star is very much like on the opposite side of the spectrum, as like being founded by like pirates. So their models are all very fun and kind of very modular, and they're very versatile and durable, and they work pretty well at like dealing in close quarters kind of combat situations, as well as other things where you might need to take a beating. So yeah, how are you trying to get in contact with ISPN or IPSN? That's a different thing.
I know, I kept reading it as ISP as well. Just a simple, just sort of, hey, I've seen your guys' work, and I kind of like to think of myself as I want to be an on-site repair specialist, and I've seen the
Ooh.
Lancaster, and I think it's the frame for me. So
Yeah, you get a message from Albatross, which is an anti-piracy peacekeeping force that's really closely tied to IPSN, and they see that like they've seen, I've heard from some of your work, they've seen some of the videos, and they essentially ask you like, hey, for this next whatever next job you take, is it going to be something involving like any kind of security or repairs, something where you like might be able to show us more of your skills? We can lend you some of the licenses, and you can kind of prove their worth, so to speak.
just so happened to be getting security gigs, so yeah, I'm pretty sure I can do that.
All right. So they make sure to give you like your licenses as they send them out, but they also let you know that all licenses for mechs printed from IPSN are going to have the Albatross logo on it as part of like their synergy, right? There's
Synergy
branding
branding.
synergy, because it's always good to have somebody with Albatross branding showing off and looking cool. And from what other people are saying, it turns out for whatever reason, the footage of you getting Yamcha punched has been like corrupted. So most people are just seeing you facing up against a mech, and then the cut, and then the mech has exploded. And no one's asked too many questions. They assumed you all worked together in a very cool way.
I very much asked Sadie to scrub that for you.
Edit the footage. Edit it. Cut that bit out.
Yeah. So somewhere in Sadie's like folder of information is just the footage, just like reeled back and forth of Wrench getting flung bodily 5
It's a
spaces.
GIF.
There's a nice little around the Lancer like hangar.
Yeah.
Everyone is just playing on a big screen. It's like, what's
Yeah,
this? This
it's
is
got
great.
like really nice animation keyframes. It looks amazing. Like it's like a full like your mech does like a twirl in the air and then lands. Like it's great.
Sarah
I don't
McLachlan's
remember
In
doing.
the Arms of an Angel is playing as you're flying back.
And I hacked into the security cameras on the station, so it's from a lot of different angles.
Oh, that's
Like
amazing.
it's high quality.
Ah, that's great.
It's like
Yeah.
I got nothing.
So let me remember Cheryl. I'm making sure I write my notes. Jen.
Caltrop launchers.
Yeah. So, and if there's any scenes that you all want to do together, I'm happy to facilitate those as well. Or we can continue, because it's actually really fun to see how you're all contacting your different people. If you are interested in Horus, let me know. You will not be contacting them. They will be contacting you.
Yeah, that's the frame that I'm going with, is a Horus frame.
Okay, so
Is it all three of you are going for Horus frames? No? Okay.
okay, we'll see. So we'll start with you, Shira. Shira, your taking your usual slate of selfies to kind of stagger out as you're traveling. And you start to notice something in your selfies. There is like a woman in a hoodie that's like pixelated in the background of every single one of your selfies, including ones where it doesn't make sense. Like you're taking a bathroom selfie, and it's like a tight, like tiny bathroom that you have inside a ship, and she's like around, like in the corner behind you.
Oh my god, get out of my shots.
So
Stalkers, I swear.
if you stagger them together, it looks like she's getting a little closer each time, until finally you take
Classic ghost story stuff.
Yeah, like, and then finally you pull out your camera to take like a regular selfie or like a picture of your food or something, and your screen just goes black, and then the kind of avatar of a woman in a hoodie kind of like hollow voids from your phone out upward, kind of like.
Oh my god, get out of my shot, ghost.
Oh, okay. You're taking this really well.
Not my first time seeing a ghost.
Well, I'm not a ghost. Well, I guess you can call me Ghost. That'll work. You've been chosen, pilot.
Oh my god, did I win something?
In a manner of speaking, yes.
Yes. I love winning.
Check your mech specifications for Girl Boss. Or sorry, your Girl Boss. Gatekeep.
Okay, I know how to do that.
There's like a
Yeah.
like a prolonged sigh,
Like,
and then
Hey,
like
Gatekeep, what's your specifications? She's just connected to Gatekeep like a fucking
yeah. Gatekeep answers back with my specifications are to be reprinted in a new, more dynamic model. Do you assent to this transformation?
Oh my god, Gatekeep, are you gonna get hot? Is this a makeover? Yes.
You see Ghost kind of like stifle a laugh. Yeah, it's like a makeover.
Hell yes. I am totally down for this. Oh my god.
Shira
Gatekeep's been
Talladega.
needing a makeover for so long.
Shira Talladega, welcome to Horus.
I don't know what that is.
Keep it that way. And her ghost flickers and disappears. And you have
Okay,
new,
fine.
you have like new weapon outfitting and like all these things that were not in your like suite of like mech customization before. They have been like added, and it looks like they've been added like by force.
Yeah, she can't tell the difference.
Yeah, so it's going great. Yeah. Anybody else interested in Horus? In that case, I think we've got everybody but you, Jess. What is Nico looking to court for further mech stuff? You don't have to be specific. I can find for you.
Nico wouldn't reach out to anybody. Nico is just going to mod their mech themselves.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
So,
all right.
it might be a situation where they might reach out to me and offer me something, but
okay.
This is my canvas. What are you talking about? I don't need someone else's paint by numbers.
Oh, perfect.
Printout.
So just because I think it would be funny,
Yes.
IPS Northstar reaches out saying that they're fond of some of your design work,
Mhm.
and they are offering you a sponsorship to just basically get access to more parts that you can mod onto your mech, because they're all about modular, adaptable mechs that can do a lot of things in a lot of places.
That could work.
Yeah. And there's even like your like contact even sends a little email that's like, oh, and one of your other members has already been signed in with IPS Northstar, so you can maybe compare notes. And it says your crew member Wrench.
just a tingle in the back of their head, just like
Light up at that.
Something.
Perfect. All right. So, hello.
Yes, I think I have a former coworker from my FFT days who is now at Harrison Armory.
Ooh, okay.
And I'll just send an email out with battlefield readouts from my reactor and all of that. Just to the effect of, I need better reactor stabilization features so that I can run hotter without blowing up.
You see a little email with like a bunny avatar pop up, and it's like they never show their face. You don't know their face specifically, but this is one of your contacts in Harrison Armory. And they just go by White Rabbit because I think that's fun. I love a good reference. But yeah, they message back like, "Oh, so you're still cooking yourself alive in there?"
I keep the AC on. It's not that bad.
I wouldn't even call it AC at this point. I would call it wind that occasionally hits your face.
That's why I need better features. Can you help me?
All right. Don't pull my leg or anything. And there's some tapping, and you see like you don't know how legit it is, but it is a Harrison Armory license, relatively easily gained and sent to you.
I'm not gonna ask questions.
No, that's why we make such good estranged coworkers.
I will thank you, and I will let you know if I blow myself up.
Okay. I'll be at your funeral or your re-sleeving, whichever happens first.
We'll see.
Yeah. And sometimes they have like made good on that threat, but it's never them. It's like always a tablet on a little robot that like moves to like say hi to you.
The title of that PDF they sent was totally legit Harrison license.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Chadworth signed this. What?
I'll scan it for viruses.
Chadworth Kadinsky.
Yeah, Chadworth Kadinsky is actually prolific for
Getting
being caught with phishing emails.
Their passwords are so bad.
Yeah, their passwords are like the name of their dog that they display on every piece of media.
The name of the dog
they
and the
use on
street they
Omninet.
live on.
Yeah, the things that you would, like easy to fish. A real security hazard. Chadsworth Kaczynski is, or Kadinsky. Sorry, I saw that you cannot canonize the name, so yeah. I wanted to hold true by that.
I like to think too that Teddy also printed out, like used the 3D printer to print out the whole like contract to read it by hand, because he doesn't like reading on tablets, and he has these glasses set on his nose that have like the colors on them, so that it's easier to read, even though all this would be easier to do if he would just learn to use his tablet, but he won't, so he printed out this whole contract.
Oh no. Alright, so it's at this point that you have left Lucy Station and you're heading out towards your next job at Marker. You receive a call from management, at least for you all. It's the Nostrodamus Corp representative that specifically like is tasked with checking in on y'all. This is Mr. Elevator. Very like bland corpo excellence, gender unclear, wearing sunglasses indoors sort of vibe. Sort of like an androgynous Alan Rickman. Dressed in a really nice suit. And your communicator, gender corporate, exactly. Your communicator's all ping, and you are invited into a group chat with Mr. Elevator.
Well, how do you know, Mr. Elevator?
The screen kind of crackles to life. I'm excited today.
Oh, that's nice.
Yes. It seems that you all are moving up very efficiently in your work with us here at Nostrodamus Corp.
Do we get a bonus?
Ha! That's my one allotted laugh for the day.
Oh.
I hope you are happy, Teddy.
Yeah.
That's
Good job, Teddy.
I
Good
think
job, Teddy.
we're really getting in good with this guy.
Really beaming. Oh,
Yeah.
oh.
There's they shift uncomfortably in their seat. And they kind of go, no bonuses, no. However, if you would allow me the honor of informing me as to your team designation, I can add you to our full-time payroll as opposed to contract work, and your next job will be paid in full regardless of if you die or not. So you might be able to spend some money while dying. Wouldn't that be nice?
Okay. We need a team name, you're saying?
Yes.
We should have been discussing this. Why didn't we talk about this before?
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't think this through.
Never
soon
really
do you need the
landed on
team name?
anything.
There's no change in Mr. Elevator's expression, but they do have a habit of, like, on their temple, like a single vein, just like whenever they're frustrated, just like becomes a little bit more pronounced.
Oh, you doing all right there, Mr. Elevator?
Oh, I am perfectly adequate.
Okay. Well, we're thinking here. We're thinking.
We could just go with what I call my fans.
No, thank you.
Yeah, no. Not happening.
Tasties are good, okay? Everybody likes the tasties.
Tasties. I don't know about Team Tasties.
Well, they're all a very scrumptious bunch.
I honestly would rather burn up in a reactor. Sure, we have other ideas, though, right?
Let's see here. Fantasy. I'm typing like in my name generator.
Name generator. Let's see.
I was told to let you know if you cannot figure something out before you hit Moonside, I am to designate you as Nostrodamus Corp team number 37.
It's
But you all
36
seem
Oh my
taken
god,
already?
I love that number.
you all seem such an
37.
expressive bunch. I figured I would allow you to show that expression in a corporately acceptable manner.
Oh my god, guys, we have to hurry. The moon's going to be here in about like
You
10
have-
seconds.
Out of character,
Moon
you
heroes.
have you have time. You have time. You can figure it out over the course of the next week. But
Mooncakes.
yeah,
I like mooncakes.
no
30
rush.
37's a prime number, though.
37.
Powerful
mooncakes.
number.
Um,
37
37.
tasty mooncakes.
you see Mr. Elevator, like the vein pops up again and goes, I will give you some time. In other news, it appears that there are 2 other mercenary teams already on marker. Currently, we do not have specific association with them. We are also aware that there may be some independent bounty hunters also hired by the colony administrator, Lisa Adretti. Be
How
aware
fun.
that they may not cooperate with you, and they may have their own plans and goals. Currently, your plans and goals are to support Lisa Andretti in restoring peace to the colony and dealing with those unidentified Lancers.
Are we allowed to sabotage these other groups?
You may sabotage them, you may join with them, you may do as you please, so long as, hopefully, you survive to spread the good name of Nostrodamus Corp.
Understood.
And you receive small dossiers on Venn diagram reversal. Oh, wait, sorry, that's somebody's mech. That's not the actual Venn diagram reversal. Is a fun name for a mech, though. The Mid Supports Mercenary Company. And the Rowdy Green Boys. That's BOIS.
So the threshold for names pretty low then.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What
no,
we're
this-
seeing.
yeah, no,
we
it's-
just beat the Righteous Bean Pirates too. So
I like. If anything, you guys having a cool, effective name that really shows off your personality would be like way above the bar.
I like that after 500 years of mech teams, that we're just out of mech.
We
We don't try hard anymore.
everything's been
You can't
trademarked.
name yourself like the Rising Star Phoenixes. That happened 300 years ago, and they're
Yeah.
way cooler than
They
you.
were so cool though.
So cool.
All the Gundam references have already been made. Like, there's not much left, you know?
I'm assuming the
37.
ravens have been taken. Just
Tasty
Oh
like,
yeah,
mood.
the Ravens, the Space Baltimore Ravens, and the Seoul Baltimore Ravens have all been taken, all with middling levels of success. I don't actually know anything about the Ravens, so if I bashed your favorite team, I'm sorry.
that, I
I'm
was
a fan
more
of the
thinking Armored Core.
Jaguars.
I was thinking
Oh.
the Armored Core Ravens.
Oh, okay. I thought we were talking sports ball. Yeah, Armored
No.
Core Ravens are also cool. I'm a Jaguars fan, so I'm used to my team being not great. But yeah, you all have plenty of options there. You receive some dossiers from Mr. Elevator, and then a final, like, this is not sent over text. This is like, you see the recording button on the corner of Mr. Elevator's screen turn off, and they go, and of course, because you are a team that is effective enough to handle a mission against well-armed pirates, I can let you know about some additional support that I can provide.
Ooh.
On your ship is a matter transporter that sends things fairly effectively as long as they are small. We only need small things. I enjoy my free time, in which I get to indulge in different substances from different planets. If you find those and send them to me, I will be able to send exotic gear, support information, things that will make your mission more effective.
Oh, that's nice. Hey,
And now we are to understand that this does not leave this call.
So you want us to find you drugs then?
yeah.
I will let you draw your own conclusions.
We just have
Said
to find
substances.
the teams, and they'll have them. Mr. Elevator, I got a question for you.
Yes.
Why did the sad ghost take the elevator?
No.
To lift their spirits.
Dare cracks up. She is like
So does Nico.
wailing, laughing. She's like, "Oh my god, I just talked to a ghost. That's so funny. I should have said that."
Oh, wow, did you take a picture?
No. Well, actually, wait. I did. I took lots of pictures.
You have so many pictures of ghosts. You see for the first time ever, Teddy, a second vein pops up on the opposite temple of Mr. Elevator.
They're like two sideways smiles.
That
Keep going,
second
might have a
vein
full
is the
brain.
vein for resisting laughing.
Yeah.
Mm.
Like, yeah, they only get one. Yeah, so our corporate gendered friend, that's a fun name for a Mac now. Gosh, I'm just really sending out bangers today. Somebody make a Mac named corporate gender friend. Yeah, they end the call as like the recording returns, and they're like, I look forward to hearing your results. Once again, excellent work with the Righteous Bean Pirates. And the call ends.
Like a Mr.
They're
Elevator.
always so nice.
So nice.
It is nice to be appreciated.
Yeah.
All right. So I'd say we're at 9:20, so we have like 10 or so minutes left. So I'm getting ready to wrap it up. I want someone to roll a d6.
I've got a D6.
Yeah. So here's how we're gonna do this. Jess, you're 1. Anna, you're 2. Lucas, you're 3. Thomas, you're 4. Eve, you are 5. And reroll is 6.
Okay, do you want me to reroll? Because I already rolled.
Ah, what did you roll?
2. Anna.
2. Anna. We're gonna zoom way down onto the moon of Marker. And this is not someone you know. Like, this is, in fact, this should be confusing to you when you witness it. But you see a mech that is in tatters, like on the surface of this ice moon. And they're wrapped in a cool, like, ragged cloak, because as you can see, I'm a big fan of the idea of mechs wearing cloaks, even if it's a little goofy. This appears to be a sniper type mech, but they have seen better days. They are kind of pulling themselves up and looking around in some confusion, and they turn to their CompCon system. Today's date, and they receive a little readout. Okay, so she's not here yet, but she will be soon. And then, oh gosh, how does it work again? Is this the first time or the last time? Either way. And they, like, for a dramatic effect, they cock their sniper rifle and, like, load it up. I'm going to be the one to destroy Glow. And they head off into the snowstorm.
Oh man, you got an enemy already.
Yeah,
got
I
a
love to hear that as the
nemesis.
fragile hacker that there's a sniper out for me.
Just saying, that'd be really weird if they were after me. Like, what did I do at the mall?
So here's
How
the
did
best
Teddy
part.
piss somebody off?
Here's the best part. It does not matter what you did in your past, and I will explain why when you meet this character.
Ooh,
They're from the future.
they're from the future.
Love some time
Yes,
travel
no,
stuff.
maybe
Dun,
so.
It's okay, I've got a
it's-
gun that's technically from the future.
I have a time gun. Yeah, so we're gonna close it off right there as you're all
Yay.
left talking about what your team name is going to be, because as I have established in canon, the names for mech teams have been on a downward spiral of quality for the last 100 years.
I love it.
Yeah, so I have been your mech wrangler, Ian. My pronouns are he, they. You can find me on the dying gasp of a website called Twitter, at Ian_Caliente. I really do apologize for ever making the assumption that it will exist in the super future, because I don't think it will. But here's hoping the OmniNet exists someday. Wouldn't that be neat? But yeah, you can find me on that Twitter. I'm in a lot of other projects. Currently, I'm finally started recording for a Masks podcast. It's going to be airing on a radio, as far as I am aware. I'm
Oh,
not
wow.
quite sure how it works.
That's cool.
I'll have to ask Brianna, but that's going to be neat because they have little segments where they do actual play stuff, which is very cool. I am playing a doomed character, so that's going to be fun. It was originally going to be Legacy, but now it's like Legacy vibes, but with a doomed setup. So I'm going to have a lot of fun with my edgy himbo, which that'll be a good time. I'm also in a Call of Cthulhu thing. We're recording season 2 finally. We're getting going with that. I think I've mentioned it before. And my recommendation today, oh gosh, I had some. It's 2 things. One is the game Cassette Beasts. It's really cute and very gay, and it's very. I feel like I say that about all my recommendations. But it's like if Pokemon was allowed to like be a little bit weirder and different, and not like be completely beholden to like everything it's been for the last 20 something years.
It's like Digimon.
Yeah. So like Digimon.
I'd
And
say better.
I think
Banshee
it-
is the
It's
best.
Digimon.
Yeah, and you get to fuse your guys together, which is really neat. It's sort of a magical girl vibe too, because you use your cassette player to turn into your little monster. And the characters are fun, and all the designs are really cute. I am particularly fond of the moth that turns into a Kamen Rider reference.
Yep.
And you get a flaming fist attack as you level up that moth. I think there's a Mothman variant for it, so you can have one or the other, and I think they're both very neat. It's a really fun game. It's really cute. I wouldn't say it's short. I beat it really fast because I had my remote days, and some days on my remote days I don't have appointments, so I kill time by playing video games. But that doesn't leave this Twitch. That's my recommendation there. My other recommendation is I started Skate the Infinity, which is a deeply gay skateboarding anime. Just from moment one, like, it has not disappointed. Very cool, very fun. The English dub is very good, which is fun to say. It's fun that I can say that English dubs of anime are really good now, because this one has a really good English dub, and I highly recommend it. So those are my recommendations. We'll do Eve next, because I do want to be mindful of your time.
Appreciate it. Hello. I mean, if you find me over at Lawless Vic on the Twitter, that's Lawless is in crime, Vic is in victory. Once again, apologies that I am not feeling great. Hopefully the hay fever will pass me up next week, and we'll be good. In the meantime, just one quick recommendation. Go check out the Bruce Campbell podcast, episode 12, Alien Apocalypse. It's the one that I am in, and it's, in my unbiased opinion, really good. It's a lot of fun. It's very stupid, and you get to learn some things about me. But it's a good time. And
All right.
yeah.
Thank you.
I had fun doing it. I had fun listening to it. Hopefully you will too.
Heck yeah. I do love the Anamorphin Time boys, so. Or yes, that's their podcast, right?
Yeah.
Okay. There's a lot of Animorphs podcasts, and I've listened to 3, so I mix them up sometimes. Yeah.
Yeah, go check out that one.
Go give it a listen. It's a fun time.
If you excuse me, I'm probably gonna hop in the shower and try to use some steam to clear out my nose because it just decided to start running again. I don't know why.
Please.
And then I take my poor little dumbass doggy out.
No. Tell Scotty I said hi.
Ian says hi.
Yes. All right. Take care.
Bye.
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 All right. Let's see. Thomas.
Yay! So you can find me at nonstop underscore. I always forget what the really low thick line is. I'm pretty sure it's underscore. GM on Twitter. I don't post much, but I am there. I occasionally like the odd meme or Twitter or like TTRPG thing. My own projects are I've got my own podcast, Role Performance. So it's ROLE Performance. You can find us on Spotify, iTunes, and everywhere. I'm pretty sure everywhere else. I'm trying my best to go on other places. Trying at some point to get everything uploaded onto YouTube because we've just recently started actually capturing video as well. So I think at episode like 50 odd somewhere down the road. So it's a very long time away. But episode 50 odds will have video stuff from the future on. I already sort of promoted it last week, but again, I would mention checking out one of my friend's bands. The most Scottish name I think anyone can think of, which is Aw Naw, so it's AWNAW. It's a very good like mix of all sorts of various genres like rock and like folk and a little bit of jazz and blues and stuff kind of mixed in there. So really good stuff.
Alrighty. Let's do Anna.
That is me. Hi, I'm Anna, aka Archival Dust Bunny, most places on the internet. I'm a queer and trans advocate, museum worker, and TTRPG streamer and podcaster. You can find me on Twitter at Archival Dust Bun, and most other social media as well, for whenever Twitter goes down, like the Hindenburg.
This is very on fire.
I imagine that's the only way it's going to go down. There's
100%.
It's not going to be any subtlety when Twitter dies. On Fridays, you can find me over on Girls Run These Worlds with Gently on the Wind, our Ghibli-inspired Magical Girl University campaign. We have a couple episodes left. Our previous episodes are available on YouTube. I play a magical girl who has time magic and has struggled all through university getting a hold of it now. And now that she's getting ready to graduate, now that she has control of it, she can do some pretty cool things with time. I'm gonna check that out. We are hunting wraiths and getting knee deep into a kingdom-wide conspiracy. So it's lots of fun. Saturdays, you can find me on Lost Caravan with Fatal Ascension, our Fabula Ultima campaign. Fabula Ultima is a JRPG-inspired TTRPG system, and it is a lot of fun. I play another character who messes with time, but she's an assassin, so does it in a very different way. You can be quite good at assassinating people if you can control time. We have found that out. But we have been framed for killing the king, and we are on the run across this giant world that we have created that is really just a lot of fun. Check that out as well if you enjoy JRPGs or roleplay focused characters or anything like that. If you enjoy Lancer, you can find me Response Team Omnicron, a Lancer actual play podcast following a PR team who unexpectedly ends up on the front lines of a brewing conflict. We are telling a sci-fi war story. It is very much that, just with giant mecha. We have the highs of comedy and the lows of kind of gut-wrenching character moments. So really anything you're looking for, you can find there. You can find us anywhere you normally get your podcast and on Twitter at RT Omnicron. And then also check out Emergent Code, an upcoming queer and trans-led Animon story podcast, taking cues from Digimon Tamers and Digimon Survive. We have an amazing cast. Our trailer is pinned on our Twitter account at Emergent Code Pod. All this month we are featuring our characters so you can get to know them. And then our premiere episode is coming out very soon. My cast is currently listening to the final cut of the premiere episodes, and we are all having a ton of fun with that. So keep an eye out in early June for that coming out anywhere you normally get your podcast. But give us a follow at Emergent Code Pod to stay up to date on that.
Oh, sorry, I'm trying to find all the links, and I don't know how Lucas does this so fast.
Weird lizard brain.
I love a good lizard brain. That's my favorite part of Disco Elysium. Let's do Jess.
Hi there, I'm Jess. I'm art_fantastical on all social medias, also on Twitter, where I retweet a lot of just support for other people's shows all the time, because I want everyone to do well. I'm on a bunch of stuff too. I'm also featured on the upcoming Masks show with Ian. While Ian is doomed, I am the Beacon and a scrappy little gymnast with super speed. So it's very fun. Our characters are very different, and it's going to be really good. I also play over on Pseudonym Social, the Holiday Brigade, where 3 supernatural investigators have to deal with holiday-themed occurrences, and it's very funny and very wild. And I've got some other stuff in the works. What do I want to promote? I don't know. Watch Jury Duty. It's a show about what happens when you're on a jury, except everyone on it is an actor except one guy who has no idea it's all fake. And it is some of the wildest stuff I've ever seen. I don't know how they pulled this stuff off. If you get secondhand embarrassment, maybe don't watch it. But if you like improv, if you like fake documentaries, check it out. It's called Jury Duty. It's very funny.
All right. And I believe last but certainly not least, Lucas.
Alrighty, so few things. One, check out our Patreon. I'll help you out with some links there. Check it out. We got all sorts of cool one-shots. We are actually going to be uploading a one-shot either tonight or tomorrow, which is a mass one-shot. So a bit of context, before we started recording for Escaping Carcosa, we had so many applicants, and we were trying to run through some one-shots to test out, see how people are. And so we recorded 4 of them, and at last we are slowly editing our way through them and putting them up as some fun Patreon content. So we put up a mass special, which is featuring Michaela GMing it, and Tenzin, Dre, and Fathimo, who are all on the offline crew for Escaping Carcosa. So they play some wonderful superheroes taking on a robotic baddie known as Lazarus. It is a lot of fun to listen to. So that'll be uploaded on our Patreon, which is pay what you want. All of that stuff goes towards helping support and keep the lights on for Ballad, which is always incredibly helpful, and we appreciate it. The other thing I'd like to recommend is check out our show. It's currently on a short break while I build a backlog. Escaping Carcosa, we have our first season, aka Day 1, all up on YouTube and any podcatchers of your choice. For the podcast, it's just under Ballad of the 7 Dice. You can search it up and we have it on there. But for YouTube, hit up our YouTube channel, Ballad of the 7 Dice. And we have all sorts of real good clips and stuff up there, as well as the full episodes, which are kind of graphic novel-esque. My recommendation is go listen to the the actual play known as Microphones and Monsters. It's a real fun take. They basically take all the Call of Cthulhu mythos in like a somewhat, like 1920-ish environment, but it's all still like all the D&D species are in there. They're all playing like D&D classes and everything, so it's like this quick merge of the two, and it's a finished campaign, so the whole thing's up on the podcast. A lot of fun to listen to. I'm already like 6 episodes in, and it's really well done. Music, sound effects, everything tossed in there, so sure you'll enjoy it.
Alrighty. And not to end on a downer, but it's relevant because I live in the nightmare state called Florida. Recently, there have been some legislations that have passed that have made it even more difficult and limiting to get basic resources as a trans queer person or like them presenting anybody, like just people that need medical resources have had it kind of the rug pulled out from under them because our government for the state is scum. And if you see any like trans, queer, anybody who's like, I need support because I'm in Florida, or if you see a mutual aid fund that you want to donate to, please do that. Support people down here because it's not like anybody down here chose to live in the South. They were usually born here. And moving out of states is prohibitively expensive for a lot of people. So yeah, don't leave the southern people behind just because they live in a place that is ruled by monster people. The leopards eating our face party, if you will. But yeah, please definitely reach out and support your folks and your people who are living in the South and living through this nightmare. And if you can't be there for them in other ways, be a generally cool person who is anti-racist and supports queer and trans initiatives. And that's not even a bummer. That's just like hopeful. Be nice to each other and support each other when it matters.
Yeah.
So I'll leave y'all to it. I'm gonna go probably watch more Skate the Infinity and then sleep because I have work tomorrow. But it was lovely to have you all here. Be kind to one another, fight giant robots, and I will see you all next week on our bisexual lighting planet.
Yeah.
Bye now.
Bye.
Bye bye.